Here's 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Hook them up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions 1st down. We'll go play action with Goff. He'll check this down to the running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. One more time for Montgomery. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. On 2nd down, Goff. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Goff to throw. This is caught at the 2.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
So on 4th down, the Lions bring on Michael Badgley for the field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Lions will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Goff. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action, Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. A second down throw for Goff. That one, taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First and 10. Here's Dak to throw. He'll try again here. Second and 10. To the air again. Prescott. To the left side. Caught by Lamb. Here's a third down and 4. Prescott again. Got a man. That's Tolbert. He is in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They run out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 89 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now Montgomery. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. A carry here for Montgomery. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson, And our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride the side while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the will. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red
Entering
dot like,
accessibility
ayy.
screen, you have
Like,
19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Hit the red dot like, ayy. There's spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no hesi, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. There's spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. change? I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still wanna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang, on gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it
time to
back.
add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since stripping up grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces, for my day. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both got out to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records. We now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Right, we try to be close, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one. You don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly for those guys on the field.
The veneer of the new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in week 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. With those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
They go play action with Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3rd and just 2 to go. A give, left side for Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. Leading them out, the 10th pick of the draft, coming off that national championship in Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 31. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Going the other way. Lions have it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Motion man right is Jefferson. 2nd down carry for Jones. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Vikings cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. Riker there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. From the gun, Goff. Couldn't connect there, incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Goff on 3rd. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running right, this is Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught by Addison. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's contained at the line for no gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2nd and 10 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden got some options here on 4th down. Here's Jones. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. This is Gibbs on second down. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Again, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have second down behind the sticks. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He brings it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Now Goff. Escapes the pocket. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. On 3rd and goal, Goff gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after converted from Badgley. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now it's McCarthy. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Wide open down the field, and he has it! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown! I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pavement.
Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Jones once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. McCarthy throwing here. Has the connection to Jones. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's on the right hash for this. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Off on 1st and 10. St. Brown there to bring it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Off play action, Goff. Deep, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is in. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the turnover into a lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 1st down throw from Goff. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they bring him down around the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 16. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Lions who have it 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Agnew on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. He loses the football. Going the other way. Lions have it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. You're set up at the 35 now. On first down, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first. Throwing is gone. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Laporta with the grab. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. All set up now for 1st and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing again, it's gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Goff on 3rd. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. 4th down now, and out comes Michael Badgley and the Lions field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Lambeau able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. 2nd and 3. Finds him over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. The Packers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. James Cook, a touchdown run in that first half. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewart.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward.
Down.
For a pickup of 3.
Jacksonville is 6-1.
Some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Champs move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. The Lions ready for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd down carry for Jones. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 46 on his 1st punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. Goff to the air now. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. He finds Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he gets back to the line, but no more. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Goff. Able to find Wright. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 8 yards to go. And let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Now Gibbs. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Goff. play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third goal. Goff setting the throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Fourth down now, and out comes Michael Badgley in the Lions field goal unit. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Vikings taking the field on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. First and 10, here's Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Jones once more. And he'll get it up to the 44. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's good for the Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They're set up at the 35 now. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And they take him down right along the 30. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now a give to Jones. He gets the first and more inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings come through to tie it in the 4th. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Right, ready to send this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Gibbs now from the gun. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to go. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for us. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. Jukes one defender. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. This is Jones. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jones trying the left side. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense set for a 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Chandler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. On play action now, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead to 7. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they've got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now following the play, pretty quick stoppage. This is going to be for an injury. And, oh boy. Sam Laporta, the one in some pain, he's being checked on. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You have to pick up the pace.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Brushes him off with ease. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Again, it's Gibbs. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the carry, this is Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. Big gap up the middle. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send a man in motion. 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Throwing now. Buys time, rolling right. Big gain downfield. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Just 6 seconds left. Third down run by Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold.
It's week 8 of the National Football League. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Titans, and it's
what
coming
better
up
way to
next
start off the
on EA
afternoon
Sports.
than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off in Detroit. Khalif Raymond to return it. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. Neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing is gone. His first throw is an interception. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's going to step out with no gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll go for it, Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it as a receiver in the open field.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Running it with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Goff. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Receiver in motion, going left. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled by Jack Campbell. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Levis from the shotgun. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. He puts some air under this one. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Pollard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Trying again with Pollard. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Polk with a point after. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
And kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They go play action with Goff. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, Goff throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. He winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-score game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Badgley with the extra point. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. That throw finds Okonkwo. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Pollard from the gun. It's a pickup of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down. From the gun, Levis. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Pollard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Levis now against the blitz. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Raymond on the return. Return's looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 2. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. From the 41. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. They're going for this. Has the connection to right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running it with David Montgomery. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Goff. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's good for the Lions.
From the red zone now. Wright reels it in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions face a 4-point deficit. Badgley for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Jackson now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Almost a completion to the wrong team there. And now it's 2nd down. Now Levis. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now a toss, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. From the 16. And they pick him off again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They send the tight end in motion. Levis now on 1st down. This one finds Boyd. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They give to Pollard on the option. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Even 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Levis setting to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans parlay the interception into points. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense headed back to the field. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st down throw from Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chiname Owuzie. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Levis. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's called to Davis. And the Lions get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
From the 43. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
Shotgun snap here to go. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Second and 6 at the Titans' 18-yard line.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. And they pick him off again. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Titans with a likely punt coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Now this offense getting set to work here. And you gotta wonder what those emotions are like, what the mentals are like under that helmet right now, Brock. Such a great drive, ended with that interception. The 2nd one he's thrown already.
Yeah, this is where the self-talk becomes really important. I could do this. I could do this, right? You don't feel the frustration and the emotion. You really do just have to be so strong-minded to put that pass behind you.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Detroit. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there. Because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Levis here on 1st down. Okonkwo brings it in. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throwing now on first down, Levis. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Levis from the shotgun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Levis throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and out third down. From the gun, Levis. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. And they pick him off again! No one around, he's got space! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans bump the lead up to 13 points. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The home teams in wide receiver. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Goff trying again here after the pick. He puts some power on a deep one left. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long. A final throw before the break. He's loaded another one up. And it falls incomplete. Well, they're going to have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? A number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Shotgun now for Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Levis now against the blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Completed to Pollard. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. So the Titans left with a 4th down, and we're going to see Nick Folk after the try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Chidobe, Awuzie, and they're on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Goff on 1st and 10. Connects with Montgomery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Goff. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Able to find right. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There's a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Montgomery hauls this one in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Trying to work quickly now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goff back to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Throwing again, it's gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Levis. Caught by Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Defense showing blitz. Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Levis now on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. On 1st down, it's gone. Oh no, they get him yet again. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Levis here on 1st down. He's got Ridley here on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the play fake, it's Levis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10.
It's a game of 17 yards. 1st down, 10.
Here's Pollard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
To the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Levis. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. Volk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans stretch the lead to 23. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Football on that 47.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
I stepped and approved. Straight up the ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
About to make me cancel this Zell. She said hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy on. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones for the knowledge. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. Come with a wish list. Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah I'm free now, see now. Society's time me release now.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will. Got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta... You know I gotta get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaties better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bad.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304, she don't want a 6
wanna show my homies I'm on now.
It's week 3 of the 2024 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played in just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year finally shows that he was worthy of that massive contract they received back in 2022. Not that long ago, we were talking about him as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And if he gets back on track, this team can make some serious noise as the year unfolds.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 66 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's complete to Robinson. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson, 53 yards. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now 3rd down and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. And incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Watson sliding out of the pocket. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
To the 27-yard line. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Watson now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a fourth down. York able to send this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Looking to throw. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That one taken in by Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Powering forward, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. To throw is Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
Singletary trying the left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Here we go, hey.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Dancing to his left. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready to go.
Now it's the backup Winston. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jameis to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27. Off the play fake, Winston. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Escaping the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, this may be a free play for Winston. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The York on now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24-all.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the...
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, here we go.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Singletary, 53 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. An escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Browns getting set to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Winston. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. To throw, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On play action, Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Winston. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Winston now. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.